Hello. In this video, I'm going to be explaining methods of learning that can be applied to a game of chess. Now, I am not a chess expert or anything. However, I am sure that these methods are used and can be explained through a game of chess. So, I'm going to be focusing on operant conditioning, which is, at a basic sense, just behaviors and actions that interact with an environment or the environment. So for this scenario, the chessboard is the environment, and the actions or the operant conditioning will be moving pieces and other pieces getting taken, other pieces getting put in positions where they can either take or be taken or moved to another space. That's just operant conditioning in terms of this game. And within operant conditioning, I'm going to be explaining shaping and Thorndike's law of effects. Shaping is just the culmination of those actions and behaviors that lead to a bigger goal, or there are smaller goals that lead to a bigger goal. So maybe like taking the queen, for example, would be an example of shaping. It's like typically a goal of most people to take their opponent's queen in this game to then lead to them checkmating their opponent or their opponent resigning and them winning being the ultimate or bigger goal. And so Thorndike's law of effects is a culmination of the two types of behaviors or actions that are present, those being reinforcers, which are positive actions, and punishers, which are negative or have negative effects. So, for example, if a piece of mine gets taken, that is a punisher. It's a negative effect. If I can't take back and it's not a part of my strategy to get a piece taken, that has a negative effect and can cause me to then lose the game. It is not beneficial, and I am, according to Thorndike's law of effects, less likely to repeat that action or that behavior, which gets me um, punished or having a piece taken in this example. And by the opposite effect, a reinforcer that has a positive effect is more likely to be repeated. So if I have an opening that's really strong, I'm more likely to repeat it if I have that color for that game. So let's do a quick game to demonstrate. I'm going to do D4, the London system, which, I mean, it hasn't worked or not worked. It looks like they're going to go here. Okay, they did not. I'm going to put my bishop here first because it looks like they want to put theirs there. Never mind. They did not want to put their bishop there. I will finish my pawn structure first, see what they do. Okay, we're just developing our pieces. This is shaping so far. It's just me setting up my board how I want it to be, since my opponent is being nice enough to not just start full on attacking me, and I the same for them. So now I'm going to start looking for some plays. I'm going to castle long so that I have two rooks to work with. They're already going to start making more progress, and if I go here, take with the pawn, you can take with the... So I probably want to then take with the bishop. Do I offer a trade of bishops? I don't know. While I'm thinking about that, I'm just going to push this pawn really quickly. That looks at my knight over here, which is not in terribly much danger if they want to take it, because I kind of want to open up that spot. This is threatening to take my bishop, and this pawn, but those are protected. The bishop is also protected, actually. So, once again, I can sort of ignore this. And in fact, I'm just going to put my knight right here. See what they do in response. Okay, so they do take the bishop. They probably want to take the knight as well. If not, I understand that as well. But yes, we've already started exchanging pieces. They're moving the knight over, possibly for an attack. I'm going to move this pawn up. If they take, I'll take with the rook, and my attack is more complete. If they don't take, well, I'll have to see what they do in response. But the goal, I'm trying to checkmate my opponent over here with a culmination of the bishop, the queen, and then the help of these other pieces. So they just move the rook up. Let's see, they probably want to take like this, thinking that'll open them up. That's fine. That is okay. Go here. Everything is still fairly protected from what I can see. I could be hanging something, I'm not sure. They move the queen way out of the way. This pawn has been hanging for however long. So that's not good. I'll put it here, and then I'll actually push this pawn here so that if this gets taken, my rook is not out in the open. It might go here now. It might now be seeing the rook move. I'm not sure entirely. Or maybe they're planning their own attack, which they should know they can't do right now, because I'll take, and if they take again, I'll take with my queen. So really, it's just not, that doesn't work. So yeah, if I get a valuable piece taken here, according to Thorndike's law of effects, it'll be less likely that I will make or do an action that will um, in theory, it is only theoretical, because in chess there's the added stress, which can then lead you to make a lot of mistakes that you wouldn't have otherwise made. Now they might want to try and go here, trade, and then do a discovered check with the rook. Okay, so they just decided to take then. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, well now they just closed the position. I can come in and take this. I didn't need to, but might as well. The queen is still involved. I can go here. I don't really have much else to do. However, I will admit that I didn't like how forward they were being and aggressive in attacking me. So did I want to pressure them a little? Yes, I did. Well, this doesn't seem to be able to get taken, and they're still in check, so my queen is safe. They can't move there. Can't move there. They can't take it, so it looks like they have to move there or there. To which I am now trying to find the... Okay, they just resigned. I want to see what would have happened. But yeah. I mean, oh, they could have also gone here. That wouldn't have been great. Well, it might have been. Might have been fine. But yeah. Because my setup was good. I might have made a few mistakes, but yeah. Those are methods of learning, specifically under operant conditioning, that can be seen in chess?